News from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Good day, here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government completes rehabilitation of Odoyalaro Bridge ahead of schedule, declares zero tolerance for infrastructure abuse. Federal government announces takeoff of $550 million upstream gas project. On the foreign scene, former United States President Donald Trump unveils new cryptocurrency platform. And in sport, Chelsea considers moves to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen before January transfer window. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State Government has completed and reopened the Ojota and Maryland sections of the Odoyalaro Bridge, which will allow motorists to use both sides of the bridge. Speaking during the official reopening of the bridge to motorists, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reaffirmed the readiness of the bridge for public use. He said his administration focused on road and bridge infrastructure to reduce travel time, save man-hours, boost interconnectivity, provide better riding surface, eliminate traffic gridlocks, and generally make life more meaningful to commuters in Lagos State. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, said when partial failures were noticed on some structural members and expansion joints of some bridges within the state, and considering the attendant safety issues and traffic disruption generated, the state government responded by embarking upon continuous reinstatement and maintenance works on all the bridges across the state. He noted that willful abuse and pilfering of road infrastructure furniture has reenacted the need for zero tolerance for the recurrent spate of misuse of roads and bridges across the state. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi expressed deep appreciation to road users for their patience and cooperation during the closure, stressing that their willingness to navigate alternative routes despite the challenges played a key role in ensuring the swift progress recorded on the project. The Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education says the increase in boarding fees in the state model colleges has not been an easy decision to make, as it is aware a few parents have shown some concern about the inevitable. The ministry, in a release, reassured all parents that the welfare of their children remains a top priority, noting that the Lagos State Government continues to provide free education in 1,021 primary schools, 369 junior secondary and 329 senior secondary schools, which include the 32 model colleges across the state, which are boarding schools, except Vetland Junior and Senior Secondary Schools. The statement also explained the enrollment of a child into a boarding school is. The statement also explained that enrollment of a child into a boarding school is an individual choice of every parent, and as such, they are expected to pay boarding fees at the beginning of every school term. It noted that the boarding fees is used basically for feeding, janitorial, and other cost-related miscellaneous to keep the students in the hostels per term. The ministry calls for full cooperation of all stakeholders, urging parents to show understanding for the sake of the children. Government administrators at the grassroots have been charged to deploy mechanisms which will not only bring governance closer to the people but also channel the development of infrastructure, economy and human capital at the grassroots. Member House of Representatives Ikorodu constituency Babajimi Benson made the call at the inauguration of the newly constructed Asiwaju Olorunfunmi Bashoru Legislative and Administrative Building Project in Igbogbobaiku Local Council Development Area in Ikorodu area of Lagos State. Benson, who commended the leadership of the LCDA for being alive to its responsibilities in infrastructural development, urged local administrators to brace up for more work with the approval of the local government autonomy.
The legislative building is also expected to serve as impetus for robust debates, passing resolutions, and making vital decisions that will propel the community to an enviable height in Lagos State. I commend Builder Shesoda and his administration for prioritizing the establishment of this chamber, demonstrating commitment to democratic principles. I urge you all to cherish and utilize this chamber to address the needs of our people, promote inclusivity, and foster economic and community engagement.
In their goodwill messages, Chairman All Progressives Congress in Lagos State, Cornelius Ojalabi, and Deputy Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mojisola Lasbat Miranda, commended the leadership of the LCDA for demonstrating the ideals of the progressives in Lagos and Nigeria, which are hinged on delivery of the dividends of democracy to the people. Earlier in his welcome address, Executive Chairman of Igbogbobaiku LCDA, Olusegun Sandaini, described the inauguration of the edifice as a testament to his administration's commitment to creating a conducive environment for effective governance and service delivery.
I am proud to say that this project was awarded for completion within 12 months, but through shared determination and hard work, we have delivered it in just 6 months, without any loan and without any debt.
The newly inaugurated Asiwaju Olorunfunmi Bashoru Legislative and Administrative Building boasts of a clerk office, 55-seater chamber, 5 councillors' office spaces for 3 heads of department, 30 workstations, 15 modern toilet facilities, among others. And now to the rest of the stories. The presidency has announced the takeoff of the $550 million upstream gas project between the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited and NPCL and the private sector. Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on Energy, Olu Verhin, said this at an inaugural U.S.-Nigeria Strategic Energy Dialogue hosted by the U.S. State Department in Washington, D.C. Speaking at a luncheon organized as part of the inaugural dialogue, Verhin said the upstream gas project would deliver 350 million standard cubic feet of gas per day when operational. Verhin said the major energy reforms introduced by President Bola Tinubu since June 2023 focused on improving energy security, attracting investments and deepening collaboration with key partners, including the U.S. government. The presidential aide also pointed out the directives also aimed to immediately unlock up to $2.5 billion in new oil and gas investments in the country. A report by the World Bank has revealed that no fewer than 404 million students globally have been affected by climate-related school closure between January 2022 and June 2024. The report, titled Choosing Our Future, Education for Climate Action, attributes this figure to at least 81 countries temporarily shutting down schools due to floods, storms, and heat waves. The report highlights that climate change, including floods, is causing significant school closure and notes that these disruptions remain largely invisible because they are not being tracked by relevant authorities. The severe impact of flooding has been a persistent issue in recent years. Last week, floods caused by the overflow of the Alau Dam in Borno State, Nigeria, displaced nearly 2 million people in Maiduguri and surrounding areas. The National Bureau of Statistics recently reported that students in some parts of Nigeria missed 53 school days due to flooding. Now to foreign news. Former U.S. President Donald Trump, along with his sons and entrepreneurs, have launched a cryptocurrency platform but provided few details. Little was revealed about the Trump family crypto project during a 2-hour online presentation, other than an offer to let people buy digital tokens, giving them a vote in platform decisions. The event went ahead as planned despite an apparent assassination attempt against Trump on Sunday at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. During his presidency, Trump referred to cryptocurrencies as a scam, but has since radically changed his position, presenting himself as a pro-Bitcoin president if elected in November. In so doing, he is standing in opposition to the Biden administration, which is seen as a proponent of regulating the sector. Now, sport. Chelsea is reportedly considering a move to sign Victor Osimhen before the January transfer window, with the English Premier League club keen to secure the services of the Nigeria striker. The Stamford Bridge Giants, who missed out on the Nigeria striker during the summer transfer window, are said to be closely monitoring his situation at Galatasaray, where he is currently playing on loan from Napoli. The London club's pursuit of Osimhen dates back to the summer, when negotiations collapsed in the final hours of the transfer window, despite representatives flying to Naples. Chelsea's interest in the player has been reignited following his impressive debut for Galatasaray in the Turkish Super League. The former Lille star made an immediate impact, providing an assist in a 5-0 thrashing of Rizespor, and setting a new league record with 7 shots on goal in a single match this season. And that is the news at noon. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has completed and reopened the Ojota and Maryland sections of the Odoyalaro Bridge, which will allow motorists to use both sides of the bridge. The presidency has announced the takeoff of the $550 million upstream gas project between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, and the private sector. We also told you that former U.S. President Donald Trump, along with his sons and entrepreneurs, have launched a cryptocurrency platform, but provided few details. And in sport, Chelsea is reportedly considering a move to sign Victor Osimhen before the January transfer window, with the English Premier League club keen to secure the services of the Nigerian striker. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adiswa Ijoyoka. I'm Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.